my goal is to try to get people who can't understand where we're coming from, where you see what's going on in the world right now. I panicked a little bit. Hey man, it brings back the old days. But
I was always ready to go.
Anytime you show up to the party with this, it better be drinkable.
hey, yo, what up?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of
The Men and Means Podcast.
There you go. This episode is brought to you by nobody. We have no sponsors. You know what? We sponsor ourselves right now, and if anybody would like to step up and sponsor us,
we're running out of funds, dude. Do you guys want this shit to continue?
Well, I do want to give a shout out to Carlos. He did sponsor Slain.
He did, and
it never aired. We couldn't air it. I'm sorry about that, but we will get back.
Yeah.
We will recirculate. We appreciate you sponsoring it.
Yeah, I did. That was the second sponsorship. Hey, can you turn me up a little bit? Turn these shits up, son.
Hey, yo, B.
Yo.
Turn it up.
Anyway, yep, there we go.
Glad and clear.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, man. My bad to interrupt like that. It's very disrespectful. But, sometimes you got to make adjustments in life. And you know what? That's what we're all about. Just adjusting, adapting, and moving forward. So, yeah, we had that episode, but now we're bringing you a new one. And this is going to be, Anthony, why don't you introduce what we got here today?
All right. We got a little bit of a new modern look, right? We got the Creag Isle? Islay? Okay.
I think I would say Creag Isle.
Oh, maybe, yeah. But
show them a little bit of the canister there. We'll get to the bottle right now. It's a Scottish whiskey.
Scottish Islay.
12 years.
12 years aged.
There you go. It's a different look. It's a different bottle.
Apparently, people were giving us a hard time about 10 years. So we stepped it up too.
12 years.
Not too long ago, we had a 2-year aged. I mean, shit.
24 months. 24 months, right? Let's get that right. So it's aged 12 years, single malt Scotch whiskey. Yeah, so we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it tastes. The look is a little different from what we typically see in a Scotch whiskey. I think James had a specific look to it that he mentioned.
Well, I just feel like they went really with that modern look, and you don't see that with a lot of Scotches.
Yeah.
So they went really with the modern look. The canister's always nice, but the color scheme looks like a club vibe.
Like a vodka.
It's just a real modern club vibe style.
Like I could see like a blue light shining on that in the club shelf. You know what I mean? People are like, yeah, let me get some of that shit.
Very Miami Vice.
It's not very Scotch-like presentation.
Stepping out of the norm, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you both. So, terrific,
observation.
Yeah, there you go.
We finish each other's sentences. Don't worry about it.
That's why you guys work.
Simpatico. Anyway, man, so that was a little bit of presentation. I'll give you a little bit of mine. It's a black bottle. The only one I can think that we've had that was black prior to that is the Slain, as we mentioned earlier, which was an Irish whiskey. This one's coming in a black bottle here. We got some... I don't know, fucking color, just like a sea green, maybe something like that. Some coloring on there. White letters, as I said, against the black bottle. Pops a little bit. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a little tacky for my taste.
It's a little different.
You know, it looks a little bit just too modern for me as far as Scotch goes.
I'm hoping the flavor brings it home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not all in the presentation.
Right. So there we go. Price point on this one, I think it was about $45, $48, something like that. Right in that field, under 50. So, a little 50.
And let me ask you, what's drawing you towards these Islay whiskeys? Is it because they're gaining popularity? Or is it just where you're kind of walking down?
Are they gaining popularity?
I've seen more Islay whiskeys in grocery stores nowadays.
Okay.
After having the initial Ardbeg, I've seen like two more.
Well, sometimes I wonder, is it just that we're paying attention to it more? Because now we know, you know what I mean? We kind of know it a little bit more. Or is it actually a little more prevalent amongst your typical liquor store, grocery store counters? And I don't know. I wouldn't be the person to ask because I'm one of the ones consuming it. But I'd say, man, what kind of drew me to this one? I did go to the Islay section. Total Wine really lays that out nice for you, so I went over there. I did look at some what was I looking at, dude? Some fucking just Scotch. What is it when it's not single malt, blended?
Blended,
yep.
Yeah, and I was like looking at them, and I was like, man, none of these is speaking to me. And so I walked around a little bit, and then I heard a voice. I said, hey, hey, you.
A Scottish voice?
Yeah. I'm not going to try
What
it.
did it say?
Try it.
What did the voice say?
Do a Scottish voice.
No, I'm just asking you what it said.
Yeah.
Was it like, follow me to the restroom?
I said, no, hey, you.
Drink me.
You want to get in the pocket? And I was like, oh shit, I think that's exactly what I want to do. And I turned around, and this bottle was just vibrating on the thing, and I was like, well, that looks like a good time.
This bottle was clubbing.
Yeah, dude, some subwoofers in there and shit, you know?
That's kind of a weird way to put it. It was vibrating, but okay.
Yeah.
That was a little odd, guys.
In the pocket?
Yeah, you know, it was a little odd.
Was this in the store?
Yeah, this was in the store.
Okay.
It didn't vibrate since, you know? Fucking jerks. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, honestly, no, this one had like a little, in the store, sometimes they write a little note next to it. This one had a note next to it, so someone took the time to, like, single it out, and I was like, well, I want to know, why are you singling this one out? And so I bought it.
All right, and we were pairing this with what? Rocky Patel Toro? Toro
Patet?
something?
Rocky Patet?
Rocky Patel.
Is it Patel or Patet?
I thought it was
God
Patel,
damn it.
bro.
Let me see. We're gonna get to. Yep, that's what I said. Patel. You know what I mean? You guys need to get-
Patel
Hey,
like
you
3
do you,
times.
man. You do
Hey,
you.
Get your shit together, guys. All right? Fuck, dude.
I
Every
make up
week-
words. You make up names. It's all good.
Yeah. It's a scoobler.
The scoobler.
Yeah, we
Anyway.
don't have old fashions once again. We don't have the scoobler on
Yeah,
hand.
we can't find it.
I can't find the
Can't
scoobler
find it anywhere.
I'm looking on Amazon. Ain't no
You're
scoobler.
thinking these times they'd be everywhere.
Yeah.
But no, we got the Rocky Patel jumping off here, man. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to what model this shit was or whatever. What make, model. Oh, the Edge. That's we should have had this last week, dude.
Little play on words.
The Edge. Anyway, man. So this maybe this
Let's get into the breathability.
breathability. Yeah.
Breathability.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hola.
And how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
I don't like it.
I like it.
I like the smell.
I don't like the smell.
Yeah.
I like the smell of this one. This
It's
one has
giving me a nice flow. Yeah. That makes any sense at all.
has a nice finish on it.
Yeah.
Real sharp finish for me.
Not too overbearing.
It smells like a Capri Sun to me, and I don't care for it.
I'm smelling like sea breeze and peat. Maybe that's why they went with the sea breeze blue.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm smelling a little bit of that peat moss.
It does smell a little like
A little
beachy.
peaty. Yeah, it smells like I'm on the side of a Scottish cliff.
It's windy. It's blowing.
I like that. I like the smell because it does have a real sharp
I'm telling you, nah, man.
Yeah.
smell where
It's got it going on. The smell's all right.
It literally reminds me of a Capri Sun.
a Capri Sun.
Yeah, I'm just getting Capri Sun. Like I'm getting Capri Sun.
Okay.
A Capri Sun smells like fruit.
Capri Suns are the most disappointing drinks because it's like fucking you drink a little bit and it's all gone. And I have to really word that carefully with these two. Like, how am I going to say you drink this?
First and foremost, I just
How
wanna
else
let
did you
know,
put
I was
it?
going to say take a sip, but I thought, no, these guys...
Capri Suns, not Capri. Capri Suns,
Capri Suns.
okay, are delicious.
They are.
Okay.
But they just don't, they're not
100% juice
they're not satisfying.
because they're made for kids.
They leave you wanting more.
After you turn 4, you're done. They can't have.
Yeah, it's like I need 17 of them.
It's like my kid. When I give him one, he doesn't even finish it because there's too much.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Fuck that, dude.
Anthony's over there sucking
Yeah,
on it.
I'd like, you want a little bit? Oh, you done?
Yeah.
Give it back to dad.
As soon as he puts it down, you done with this? I'm about to take this down.
You good?
You good?
He
Okay,
takes it
okay.
from him and
Yeah.
shit. No, you've had enough, son.
That's
All
enough
right?
sugar for you.
Yeah, dude, get some water.
All right, let's get into the
Okay.
Palate here?
Let's get into the palate. Cheers.
palette.
All right, cheers. All right. It's not bad.
That's not bad.
Who moan like
That
that?
is not bad.
Hey, dude, take it easy.
That was me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, you know what? I was like, did I do that?
I literally just thought, like, what the fuck?
I thought I did that.
I like how you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like right in your ear here. I was like, oh my headphones
Because
are
I'll
loud
do
as
that
shit.
shit. I'll
too.
do that shit, and I'm
You
like,
what? You'll moan?
I'll do like when I drink. I'm like, that's good. That's good.
I was hanging out with a friend of mine.
I don't know if it was me now.
It was you, bro.
It was you.
It was you,
no,
bro.
No, you. As
was
soon as I
you.
said it, you gave me a little like, fuck.
I
You
fucked
heard that?
up. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's like right in your ear. It's
Did
like,
it-
oh no,
did it
I
tickle
I
your
don't,
ear?
Yeah, I don't like this. All right.
Eargasm?
But
That's pretty
I
good.
was hanging out with a friend of mine. Every time she would drink a beer, every sip she took, she would. And I was
Like a Coke?
Yeah, no, but it was just a beer, and I was like, And like I didn't notice, but she pointed it out, and I was like, God damn, stop, dude, take it easy.
I'll do that after like one, like long awaited drink. You know, like you waiting all day for a
little
drink.
7-Up, a little Diet
I won't
Dr.
do
Pepper.
it like purposely.
It's kind of gimmicky. Like, yeah. I'm like, dude, keep it to yourself. I don't give a shit. Anyway, what are you guys sitting at with the old palate here?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's good. I actually thought it was really, really. I hate to use this word, but smooth. It didn't give me a kick. I was on the fence about it because of the way it looks. It's just not. It doesn't look like a Scottish whiskey, but I think the flavor made up for it for sure.
I think we like Islays.
I think Islays have been good to us.
Yeah, I think the last one was better.
The last one was my favorite so far.
Yeah, I think that one was better, but this one's not too far. It does have some of the same notes. I'm getting a little white pepper in there.
A little smoky.
You know? Yeah, definitely. You don't taste the ocean here. You don't taste that. You know what I mean? You're saying
you just smell it. You don't taste it.
I kind of do though.
Do you taste it?
Yeah, I kind of
taste the ocean breeze.
I kind of it has like a refreshing.
You know what the bottle looks like? I'm sorry to jump in here, but that shit looks like how they market like deodorant. You know what I mean? Like the words are all fucking
Axe.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
it's that
here.
Modern man text.
Yep. That sorry, it just hit me. I had to get it out.
Yeah, yeah. You could tell they're trying to target the younger crowds. Wow. But for me, the taste is good. I really enjoy the smoky flavor. I am getting a real fresh, refreshing flavor up front. Yeah. And then it really finishes off with the real strong kick. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like that, but it's not like it's not like a overwhelming kick, but like it does finish strong, and I enjoy that a lot. So I'm kind of a fan of this one. This one
I don't hate it. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of the look. I like more the classic, bottle look. But yeah, I'm not mad at it.
And initially, when I first smelled it, it really smelled real unique. But now the flavors have just brought me around to it. So
thinking of it, the smell kind of it's like mouthwashy to me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then the taste, no, but it's a nice flavor there.
This man doesn't use mouthwash. He don't know it.
He don't know what Flavor Town is.
Guy Ritchie. What's his name though? Guy Fieri. Fieri.
You don't know Flavor Town.
Frost your tips, dog. What the fuck you talking about?
He takes the hat off.
Yeah, dude. Surprise, boys.
We're headed to Flavor Town tonight. You want to get in the pocket? We're gonna get out of bounds.
Yeah, dude.
It was a joke.
Flavor Town. It's something else.
All right. So let's move along. What's next? We're rating it. Mm-hmm. Give it the good old college rating.
Sure. Let's say 2K rating.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'll jump in here, man. I think you guys been going. So like I said, man, the smell to me wasn't terrific. I don't like the bottle. The taste, though, I think the most important attribute there. It's definitely not bad. It's not my favorite, but I do like that Islay vibe that comes along with this here. I think I'm gonna get like 6.75.
Wow.
That's where I'm sitting. 6.75.
Okay. Wow. You want to go?
I'll go. I'll go
for it.
Honestly, this is the first time I've seen like Scottish island malts, like on, you know what I mean? Like we know it's an island, but this is the first time I've seen a market that way. The bottle shit, I'll just say that the bottle sucks. The color scheme, what they were trying to go for, it's not really even down my avenue. If it was anything else, maybe they laid it out. It's fine, but it kind of sucks. If I was buying, like you said, deodorant, it'd catch my attention. Right. But in a single malt Scotch whiskey, 12 years, I think they could do better with the bottle.
It'd be a little more classy.
Yeah, and so, but with the smell, I like the smell of it, and then the flavor of it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.
So that's a decent rating. That's kind of close to probably around where I'm at. I'm with you. The bottle just doesn't do it for me. It reminds me of like a vodka bottle, like a vodka where it's kind of covered. You don't see I really like to look at the caramel color, right? So you can't see that here. I will say I was surprised with the flavor. I really thought that stepped it up. That being said, I'm right there with James. Is that I'm out of 7 as well.
So what'd you rate it, Ken?
6.75.
So that takes us to a 6.9 overall.
Round up to a 7.
Well,
No.
you consider the shit.
It's 6.91. We're rounding it up to a 7.
I want to round that shit down.
6.89.
Yeah. But I mean, when you consider how terrible the bottle is, that's
And I will say, they try to step out, do something different. That's all good. I mean, if they had a better bottle, would you guys rate it better?
I'd recommend that they step back in
to the lane.
Yeah, I think honestly I think the look of it gives part of the presentation sets you up for what you're about to taste.
Yeah,
it's a 12-year. This is not a 2-year. This is not a 10-year. It's a 12-year. But it looks like it's in its preteens.
Look, guys, it's a fucking Scotch. You know what I mean? That's grown up big boy shit. And yet this is the presentation. That's just coming to work sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Here you are. You got a grown man career. You come in there wearing fucking bullshit.
Like the way I dress.
Nah, man.
Not the way I dress.
Yeah. Okay.
Me and Anthony wear the same shirt sometimes, but yeah.
Anyway, so all right, man. That's gonna wrap up whiskey time there, man. And as you guys know, we are getting in the pocket. Hopefully, man, you guys, if you have the opportunity, enjoy this while you're getting in the pocket yourself.
Yeah, make sure you guys are going out and trying these whiskeys because we would like some feedback. Maybe I gave a rating that was extremely under, or maybe Ken gave one or Anthony gave one that was way over. Let us know. Let us know how you like the whiskeys that we're trying. But on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up whiskey time.
Get in the pocket.
And what do we get into today, guys?
I got a little something I wanted to jump into, man. Something that kind of came up today, yesterday, I suppose, man. But people get flu shots. And, I've never understood the concept of like, yeah, dude, give me the flu so I don't get the flu. I'll pass, dude. My body is strong. These gentlemen know me. When it comes to shit like that, I don't really get sick. I don't get hangovers. I'm good. I'm not going to subject myself to that kind of shit. You know what I mean? I'm just going to pass on it. I'd like to see where you guys sit at with that.
Well, we talked about it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Continuously for like a few days.
Yeah, because it's like I couldn't imagine myself getting a flu shot and then like my daughter not getting the flu shot. It's almost like giving myself, like, if I'm going to consider it like, the vaccine for the flu. Immunity. It would be weird not to give my daughter one, but I would also feel weird giving her one because I don't believe in the flu shot at all.
So when you say you don't believe in it,
to me, the whole concept of flu season is weird. It's weird that we have a season. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's weird. Like, if it was just like, hey, the flu's coming around because there's been cases, that would be one thing. But like, hey, the flu season's coming, get your flu shot. See, are we that fragile?
So,
or are we just that in the system cycle?
It's not that it's a season. I don't think the flu ever kind of goes away. It always circulates, regardless of time of the year. I just think that there's a time where, it gets cold and it's perfectly for it to reproduce.
Like,
right?
it sustains itself longer. Yeah. You know what I mean? But and I'm with James, dude. It's like kind of odd. Yeah. I just do the same shit I do every day. Any other season, I suppose. I typically don't even get it. I've lived with people that had the flu. I'm in constant contact with them, and I didn't get it.
I have never gotten the flu shot myself. And just to James's point, I don't have my kids get it. So similar to him, I wouldn't feel right taking it and not having them take it, right? So I don't know. I know we take all the vaccines for all the other stuff, and it's worked to eradicate other
polio and
diseases and viruses and stuff. But I don't know. I've never actually wanted to take the flu shot.
Yeah. But I did talk to an older individual, and they were like, "Have you got your flu shot?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't really believe in it." I can understand if you're older. She was like, "Well, there's like 3 different things in that shot," and just told me straight out, like, it's not meant to prevent you from getting it. It's meant for you to get over it easier.
To build your immune system.
Like you still can get it, but it's going to help you build your immune system against it. So I kind of understand that, but I don't feel like I'm at the age where I need the flu shot yet. So
I just feel like, look, man, my immune system's pretty. You guys know me. How many times am I like, man, dude, I am sick. I don't remember the last time I was like, dude, I'm just fucking sick. I had the flu once in my life. And that was just a bad series of events that led to that. And that, I'll be honest with you, it was fucking terrible. I was like, dude, people get this shit every year? This is
You got it once?
I got it once. Like when I was like 20 years old, dude.
I to your point, I hear people that get it and they're like, fuck, I got really sick from it, yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, like that doesn't, why would you take it then?
Yeah, why'd you do it? And then they do it every year.
And then I think my mom just got it and she was fine. She was fine. She didn't react to it or nothing like that. But I think I heard somebody today, they were like, oh yeah, it really kicked my ass yesterday. What? Like,
well, when I say I got it, I didn't mean I got the flu shot. I meant I got the flu. Oh. Yeah. Let me just clarify that. I don't think as an adult I've ever been like, yeah, let me go in here. And you know what's funny? It's like Kaiser will call me like, hey man, come get your flu shot. You go to CVS, there's signs in the front. And then it makes me always wonder, like, why are you pushing this so hard? Yeah, work's just giving free fucking. And I'm like, why are you pushing this so hard? It's weird. Why wouldn't you just push like, hey, wash your hands, guys, do these things?
Well, to that point, they've said that all the people that have try to fight the COVID, the cleanliness, washing, disinfecting, they think that that's going to really take a toll on the flu. Like that, you're not going to see it as bad because people are covering their mouths.
Yeah,
people are doing this and that. It's not spreading as much. It's not spreading as much, right? You're taking all these precautions.
It has to, right?
Yeah, it would have to. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Watch it be record numbers. You know what I mean? It's a fucking pandemic on the flu again.
Well, they're calling it the twindemic. So.
Well, yeah. See, they're like branding shit before it even happens. You know, I'm like, fucking give it a minute.
Well, that's the media. That's the media.
Yeah, it's like scare tactics. We talked about that before, and I think, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, why are you pushing me when Kaiser's calling me? Like, hey man, come get a fucking shot. I'm like, nah, leave me alone.
You got to think too. How much of it do they buy up, and how much do they need to?
Well, you're right, yeah, and I'm sure like the company that makes this shit, it wants to push it too, right?
Okay, yeah. you know, like when people have sales, like Black Friday sales, like let's just say you take a retail store, they know, hey, we should make at least 100,000 this season.
Yep.
I think that's how these corporations understand, like, hey, this flu season, we're looking to make $100 million off of flu shots. If we underdo it, it's because we didn't market enough.
Right.
We didn't push it hard enough. We didn't integrate with.
We didn't scare people enough.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah. We didn't have like corporations, like at work. We have people doing it on site. They didn't push it hard enough, so their numbers probably dip, and that's fucked up because that's like a market versus the actually helping.
But that's a capitalist society, man. That's everything. Everything is numbers driven, right? Like if you're not making money, then fuck off. You know what I mean? There's nothing that. How many? You guys tell me right now. Can you name something that's out there that's just purely like, oh yeah, we're just doing this because we want to help people? I mean, how many things are that aren't driven off capital? And even the ones that are like government controlled anyway, which is driven off of fucking capital. So you're just in the same boat.
Yeah, probably like Akon.
Well, yeah, I would say, you got like your Brad Pitts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Your activists.
So you got like individual contributors, but I mean, you got like the World Health Organization, and you got you got things that do this. But again, they need to fundraise and make money and do shit to get that. It's not like, you know what I mean? They're not just out there. People are just like, yeah, here, man. It's like governments are fucking giving them money because they're doing things for the governments.
Well, just like we understand that there's no money in cures. There's money in treatments and vaccines and shit like that. That's where the money's at.
Right.
So as long as we understand that, we understand that they're not looking for that.
Is like, isn't it like we'd rather keep people sick instead of, you know what I mean? Like, hey, dude, we could just fucking look for what we could do to contribute to society right now. But fuck that. Well, I'm going to be broke.
Well, that's why it's really controversial to say universal healthcare, right? Free healthcare for everybody because there's no money in it. You need people to pay. You need insurance companies to pay. So it ain't going to change. Like you said, it's all capitalism.
Yeah, man.
Keep coming back. Get your flu shot next year.
Yeah. No. It's the season, guys, and this is the scariest time to get it now. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get my shit tomorrow. I can't risk getting the flu this year.
FYI, I already got my appointment.
You know what's fucked up too, though? I was thinking about it on a lighter note. I was just like, man, how many people over this whole year would have called out sick at work, and they can't. You can't just call out sick because it's like, hey. There's protocol now, but back like before, it's like, hey, I don't really feel good today.
Yeah,
like you get like a 1 or 2 day flu on a Monday.
Yeah,
you can use that excuse.
Yeah,
it's funny to me that like, I haven't met anybody this year that's been sick.
It's like the people who say they felt something. It was just a 1 day bug. But when they
well, I mean, now,
24 hour stomach thing.
Yeah, you got to run something different. Like, oh man, I got like a migraine. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to say something
that's Ken shit.
My back went out.
Ken shit.
Yeah, that is. Now, fuck you guys that get migraines. They suck, dude. Okay.
I got a migraine once in a meeting, and like I started seeing colors, and I was like, scared as fuck.
Yeah, it's fuck. I mean, at first, my dad took me to the doctor. They gave me like a CAT scan, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking. Do I have a brain tumor? What the fuck is wrong with me? But yeah, no. But now I'm used to them, so I know I'm like, oh no, I'm going home. Fuck this. Like, I'm not staying here. But I mean, yeah, no, you're right though. I think some people will still call out, man, because now they know like, oh, I'm gonna call out one day, but you're gonna have to give me like 5 days off. All I gotta do is go down here and get this test. And quite honestly, I'm kind of terrified of getting that test, man. I'm sticking this shit up my nose.
I'm waiting until they can get you a test that just give some saliva and you're good.
Yeah, I fucking stuffing some fucking Q-tip way to fuck down my nose. Hell no.
I'm okay with that. I wouldn't mind that. That doesn't freak me out. It sounds like it freaks you out.
Yeah, it does.
It freaks me out.
Yeah, it seems scary as shit. Like, okay, dude. Nah, I'm gonna pass, bro. I know people that got it, and they're like, yeah, no, dude. They put that shit down there.
I've talked to some people, and they're like, oh, yeah, they barely get, shit from your nose. And other people are like, no, they jam that shit up to your brain.
I've watched videos. They put that shit. This like a long-ass Q-tip, and they just go way the fuck in there. I'm like, nah, dog. No thanks. Not for me, man. James, I guess you get one and tell us how it went.
I guess you like long things going
inside of you.
No, that's not it.
You're receptive to those.
I think I'm also not. I already had the COVID like twice, and that was like 2019. So
yeah, you started this shit. Fucking monkey fucker.
Monkey fucker.
Monkey fucker.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
I don't know where that came from, but
I don't know where that was going.
It's kind of weird.
I'm just saying, it's weird things that they said people are eating bats. So I said you fucked a monkey, dude. Whatever.
Okay. Well, okay.
That's how rumors start.
Let's put a pin in that.
Let's table it. Anyway, so nobody here is a fan of the flu shot.
I think this year was probably the most that I've ever thought about getting one.
You know what's funny?
I didn't go through with it.
I thought you would be like an advocate.
Yeah, I thought you were too. Honestly, that was what I was expecting.
When I talked to you 2 weeks ago, I was like, I thought you were gonna be like, you should get it.
No. Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, guys, I'm all for it. I wish you guys got it.
I got two of them.
Honestly, I think I've gotten the flu I get the flu like every year.
See, and this is another thing I think, because you're super like clean and you're always like, oh no, can't use that glass, got it. And I'm like, James, I've never come over here like, did you wash this?
Does this shit have tetanus? This shit has tetanus?
Well, ETA.
Yeah. Back to the first episode.
Go back to the episode 1, ETA. That builds a
yeah, dude. I'm just fucking. This is all the bad shit. I'm like, whatever. you
got to build it from the inside out.
Yeah, dude.
That's how you build it.
See, the thing that you're scared of is actually the thing you should be running to, bro. You know what I mean?
Just imagine this. It's the year 2023, and the only way to stay safe is to ETA. Anthony's dead.
Yeah,
Anthony died in 2021.
Anthony was freaking out like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I can't do it.
I know.
ETA.
Yeah,
just spitting,
just a little bit. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, but they, that's something that people say all the time. Like, man, it's funny because I think of The Office and like Dwight Schrute and that fool's all like, yeah, I don't care. They're like throwing dirt at him and shit. And he's like, yeah, you're just making me stronger. I'm like, I'm not gonna go that far. You know what I mean? But good point though. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wash my hands and do those things, especially these times, sanitizing and doing that kind of thing. But I'm just not like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like I don't get this can, and I'm like, I just sit down like, oh fuck, dude, let me clean this. Let me get my sanitizer out. James, can I borrow your sink? Let me rinse this thing off.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I know, which I think is counterproductive.
You think so?
Because you get the flu every year. I've had it once in my life.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Once again, I'm gonna point to genetics. I hate to bring that up in this time. When I brought it up initially, it was less controversial.
Yeah.
But genetics, I think genetics plays a part into that.
Perhaps. I don't think like my father gets sick often.
Right. Genetics.
2023.
But I do get migraines.
It's a life for a life. It's like you got to trade something up.
You got to give something up.
You can't have everything.
What is it? The soul stone?
It's the soul stone. It's a life for a life. So you get the flu once a year, but you might get blinding migraines.
Yeah, dude.
You never know.
Or you've gotten the flu once in your lifetime and you get blinding migraines.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's his.
You get the flu once and you ETA for eternity.
Yeah. Well,
right? That's Anthony's little twist.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's his life for a life.
Yeah. I'll just take the flu. No worries, guys. I'll just fight it out.
I'll take the migraines.
My flu's a 2-day bug.
It's
24-hour bug. It's in and out.
I will say that the older I get, the more like that shit hits me. Like I might not get sick all year, but when it does, and I think working out helps my immune system.
Yeah, yeah.
And eating and all that stuff helps it. But when I do get sick, I am just so drained.
Oops.
Like that shit puts me on my ass. And I don't know if that's like gonna be like how I die.
I did the man thing. Look at that.
Because I'm gonna. There you go.
Yeah, all right.
Let the ash fall.
Welcome to the club.
I don't know if it's like I feel like I'm gonna be that guy that doesn't go to the doctors because I'll always put it off.
Yeah, same.
But like, dude, I'm gonna die in my bed probably. You know.
My question is this, man. When you guys are sick, how are you when you're sick? Because for me personally, I'm like, everybody, leave me the fuck alone. I just want to lock myself in here, and just sit here. I don't need people like, oh, here, come on. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone, you know?
I'm a big baby.
Yeah.
I'm crying. I'm like,
isn't that the stigma with men?
Yeah, bring me my soup. Get me Gatorade, some Pedialyte.
We'll see. James, how are you?
Who's going to take care of this thing?
It ain't gonna take care of itself, you know.
And right now it's just an edging session, so there's no payoff.
Yeah, I'm working on something here.
No, for me, I'm a baby too.
Yeah,
I think that's guys. I heard that my whole life, and I'm like, no, fuck you guys are just talking shit. But every time I'm sick, as soon as I get fatigued, I'll try. Like I'll be up and around, and I'll be trying to do shit. And the second like I get worn out, I'm like,
I can't do this.
I gotta lay down.
You know what's crazy?
I'm crawling to the bed. Give me a sandwich and soup. We got corn dogs in the freezer. Give me the 2.
At least you make it to the bed. I crawl and I just stay where I stay.
I'm like, where's the ketchup? Mustard. Go back.
You can't give me this with no ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. I'm very particular, but I'm a baby.
Well, see, okay. So, and this is the thought, right? Hearing that, like, I grew up, I didn't have a mother around, right? So,
really,
I know, really, man. I keep fucking calling, and you know,
that's sad in itself.
I'm sorry, Dad. You know what I mean? Welcome to being me. But anyway, yeah, you know, and I mean, my dad would be like busy and working shit or whatever, you know, and he's a dad, so he's kind of like, fucking go to bed, dude. What do you want from me? And I'm like, yeah, all right.
He's all pushing sleep. You should rest.
Don't call me.
The fuck out of here.
Don't call me.
What you need is, that's how I do it with my daughter. I'm like, what you need is rest.
I mean, yeah, I would
take a nap.
Yeah. Like,
don't burn that energy calling me.
Yeah.
Don't burn it.
And I think so for me, man, like, so even like when I'm like dating somebody, I'm usually like, so I'm so used to that and used to like just that I'm not at my peak. Like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like I don't like people seeing me like that. Like I'm all like, oh God,
you know,
fucking sick.
I will say to credit to the women, specifically my mom and my wife, they are a different breed because
they enable you
when they're sick, I don't think I treat them the way that they treat me.
You could never.
Yeah, no, they take care of the kids. They take care of themselves. They're sick. There ain't no sick days for them.
Shout out to all the women out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the women
that do that.
Yeah, where you at? You
love.
Hey,
your mom would have done it too.
No, when I was young. No. And so obviously I didn't mean like that.
At?
I meant like, you know,
this guy.
I meant like we're the ladies out there now that are like, hey, I got you, dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay.
Oh, there's probably a girl or two that'll make you soup. And
hey, push the space bar for me. So you know what I mean? I got this fucking guy, stick him there. You know? But seriously, you know what I mean? Like. No, I agree with you guys though. I think that's a great thing. You know what I mean? Because I'd say like even my sister, if she's sick now, she's still got to take care of her daughter. She just it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? She'll be sick as fuck, and she's like, yeah, well, you gotta get it. I gotta do it. So yeah, I agree with you guys, man. Shout out to you ladies out there that hold it down like that.
I have a question though.
Yep.
When you guys are sick, sex, is it not the ultimate like 30, 40 minute like, oh shit, I'm back?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you dwindle back.
And then right after it's like, oh god damn.
Yeah.
You know?
I am drained.
It's like
you bring me some food?
It's like a super shot of endorphins.
Yeah.
And then like you feel great and then it wears the fuck back off. But it's like, it's so great.
Yeah.
To me, that's like, if you're struggling and you're sick for a prolonged period of time, you just got to get it on.
Well, they say that, I hate to go back to this, masturbation and sex strengthen your immune system.
Oh,
Well,
that.
hey guys, like I said,
Did you hear he's only got sick one time in his adult life?
I'm fighting that shit every day.
I get sick once a year.
You're fighting the good fight.
Nah, man. But I mean, it's like when I broke my arm. I remember like and sitting there and like feeling like God, it hurts so bad. But then I'm like, oh, there's an opportunity for sex to come up. Fuck this arm, you know what I mean? I'm swinging. It's all fucked up. Just you gotta. It takes your. You know what though? I think you take your mind off of something. Your mind is the most powerful thing. So you take your mind off of feeling like shit. But then you don't feel like shit, and it's done until then you're done, and then you're sitting there, and now you're back like your mind ain't on nothing, and you're like
thinking again.
Oh no, I am sick, and you guys are probably like,
it's the placebo
I want her
effect.
to go get me something, so I'm just gonna lay here again. I don't feel good.
No, I felt like absolute shit before, and I'm like, you can ride me. And then all of a sudden, like a couple minutes in, I'm like, fuck. Let me get out.
Let me take over.
I'm back. And it's like all of a sudden you forget everything.
It's like those endorphins block that pain.
Yeah.
Well,
And
right.
it's like you don't remember. You don't feel it.
Exactly though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
you
that's
know
what
what?
I mean, though.
You're spot on.
I'm not a dying man.
You're
You know what
spot
I
on.
mean?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna just lay there just fucking.
yeah. I mean, maybe for a little bit.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. He's gonna make the most of it. But yeah, that's interesting, man. That's an interesting thing. So you guys are catered to. Can't give that stuff. Oh, wow. All right.
I am. I'm not gonna.
You can
I'm not gonna lie.
cater
I'm not gonna
yourself.
Lie.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I'm like, I feel like shit.
Flashlight comes out.
He's like, where's this been?
Well, I guess I have to.
I'm feeling a little under the weather, so
Time to fight it.
little spit.
Anthony, can you get that for me?
Whoa! Oh, come on, dude.
Hey, you're just
Hey.
spit man over there, dude.
God.
Come on.
Because you know he don't got lube on hand.
Yeah.
He's got the device.
Why did that thought pop into like Anthony's spit?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
It's a really
I
odd
correlate
picture.
you
I
with
would-
spit.
With flashlights and spit on your
God.
flashlight.
What do you? Yeah.
I wouldn't have coordinated like
Yeah,
that. That was weird.
it's okay. Let's table that.
That was really weird. That's the
Let's
thing
do
that we
that.
got a table today. God damn
You know
it.
what? I fuck you both, okay? I don't
No,
care.
that was really weird.
It was.
Hey, I'm about to jerk off. I need some spit in my hand.
If it was,
Anthony?
well, first off, if it was a flashlight, why would I spit in my hand,
He
James?
was just using that example.
Nah.
Don't-
I don't
don't-
want to hear
It
it.
was a different scenario.
Keep it in one scenario, okay, dude?
Okay.
Where-
You
where
You know
the
what?
scope is this?
People that deflect do this.
Yeah.
They're scope
All right?
creepers.
People that deflect do this. They try to.
They try to make it less weird.
Yeah, less weird.
And then
yeah.
it gets more weird.
Like say, hey, why would you say if I'm jacking off? Like you didn't spit in my hand.
Yeah.
Come on. We know what we're talking about here.
People that just have lube is weird.
So where does the
Can
story
we move the fuck on?
So where does the story go from there when he spits on your flashlight?
Guys, the podcast's over.
Yeah, I'm done. Fuck this.
Bye.
No, yeah.
He runs to his car, pulls out his flashlight. He's like, "You'll never laugh at
no,
me.
They'll never understand.
he's like they brought you up. I didn't bring you up,
I had to defend you."
I couldn't wait to get back to you.
but you're here now.
You're always here.
If only Anthony would spit on this.
So dry.
I tried to introduce it.
He was.
Fuck up,
He
okay?
wasn't receptive.
He did not go for it. I can tell you right now, he did not go for it.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah, but sex is like the ultimate. I'll divert it back. Sex is the ultimate. For me, I really believe this. I'm not fucking around.
It is.
I believe that sex is the ultimate feel-good thing when you're sick.
Well,
Like you could take NyQuil to fall asleep, but you're just gonna go to sleep. But sex makes you feel normal. I feel like I could be dying on my bed, and if I'm having sex, I feel like I would forget I'm dying for a minute.
I mean, yeah, it'd be ideal too, right? Like, oh, well,
That would probably be
yeah.
your dying wish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm dying. What's the last thing you want?
that in the side of ribs.
Me. Ride me while I'm eating ribs. While I'm eating Wagyu beef.
Oh, Wagyu.
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't even want to say it. I'm just gonna let it go, dude.
He's like, no, tomahawk.
Tomahawk.
You gotta get some tomahawk in your life.
no, I'd go
Nah,
with
but
the
you,
Wagyu
but
if I was
yeah,
gonna
we
go
might.
somewhere.
That might be the one thing that you call upon.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, for me,
Can't disagree.
that's always been the one thing for me that just makes me feel 100%.
Hundo.
I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I feel good.
I think I'm good.
After I finished, and I'm like, I'm calling off. I'm still sick. I didn't realize how sick I was till I busted. You know.
Okay.
Ken's just gonna keep quiet now.
Yeah, fuck you.
He ain't gonna say nothing more. Don't mention saliva. Yeah. Don't mention flashlight to Ken. All right.
Don't mention anything that could be used.
The shit thing is, I'm gonna do work on Monday. People are like, huh? You want anything to spit on it, huh? God damn it. You know?
Yeah, you walked into that though.
Yeah, no, I did.
And I hate that you brought my name into this.
Oh, well.
And it was really weird.
Yeah.
You're known for spitting. Fuck you want me to do? Sorry. Watch the last fucking episode, all right?
Does that make him gay or you gay?
Him. Makes him.
If you're spitting on his fleshlight.
It's no, I'm not spitting on anything. All right, let's get that thing straight. We're not spitting on shit.
Can we move on?
This is not going anywhere.
Well,
Okay.
James is
we have one more?
James is taking it there.
I was gonna ask something until you guys fucking decided to berate me with your fucking insults, but yeah. So now I don't know.
Let me ask you guys a question. I brought something to the table today. 2020 has been shit, right?
Fair enough.
Would you say so?
Which way?
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
And
But
just it's been not the ideal year.
yeah,
right?
yeah. In
So,
a lot of ways.
Shit
Yeah.
has changed. We've had to do things differently, more restrictions. Let's say 2020 has been shit. What if 2021? 2020, 2021. We're gonna do it's a do-over. However, what if 2021 was the opposite and everything was good?
But see, that's the question I'd ask initially, because in a lot of ways, 2020, I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but it was actually fucking not a bad year.
Pretty
for
solid
me.
year for the Mid-East podcast.
Yeah, dude, we did a lot of good things this year. So I mean, like, what's the flip side of that? Like, what, or do we just shut down? Like, yeah, well, nope, we're fucking done here, guys. These guys talked a lot of shit, and I've had enough. All right.
I guess like when he initially asked the question, the only thing that really strikes my mind is like the death that has occurred. That's really the only negative. For me, right? Because like everything else in my life and for the podcast and everything has been fine.
Yeah,
like we survived it, and even the resilience that I've seen from individuals.
Right.
Even Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Like
I think
the
it's a good year
resilience
for you.
Like literally everything that he has worried about his whole life all culminated into this year,
And then
he persevered.
He's fucking managed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm proud of that as a human being to see that kind of shit, right?
Well,
Yeah.
So like there's been a lot of good shit that's happened this year.
Which is why the reason I even said that is I think it's all perspective, right? So it's all perspective. So you could look at like, oh, I was freaked out, but you could also look at it like, yeah, but I was, and then look, I got over that shit. Look what I'm sitting at right now. I'm in at work every fucking day. I'm doing all of these things that otherwise I would have, if I would have saw this coming, I'd have been like, fuck no. Same with us. I mean, we're doing this. I just moved into a new fucking place.
And some people deem unnecessary still to go to work. People that work with us are still not at work.
Yeah,
and we're still doing that on a daily basis.
A large
aspect.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't still.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still out of work. So on that note, I'd say that's a negative. And so if that impacted you, and some of the people I know, I'll say like this: yeah, they're out of work, but they're fucking getting paid to be at home too. You know what I mean? And I get it's uncomfortable. I was talking to my one of my best friends, Vanessa, and she was kind of like, yeah, like it's just driving me crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get you're bored, but it's not that bad.
You're
you
right.
know what I mean? Like, I get it. I was off for a couple of days. I was moving and shit. And James tells me today, like, I'm surprised you actually took all the days off. And I was like, yeah. I damn near came in one of the days. I'll say
Ken called me. He's like,
Wednesday.
Ken's like, I think I'm going to come in. No. You stay.
Yeah. I just fuck. So I get that. But, like, also.
He's all edged out.
He's like, bro, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm raw.
I couldn't possibly touch this thing.
He's like, I stayed home. My roommate left, and I just went to town.
Shut up.
Because it happened.
No,
he's like, shit.
It's not what happened at all. Okay, guys.
But to your point, you're right. It's all perspective.
2021 might be the year.
Yeah.
That we bounce back.
Bounce back. What is it?
It's a
major setback.
It's usually it's a minor setback for a major comeback.
Yeah.
But this is a major setback for a major comeback.
Yeah.
For what's bigger than major?
Gigantic.
Uber?
Gaping. Gape? No.
Yeah. Whoa, dude.
What's wrong?
There's
What?
kids that listen to this.
Fuck, dude. Keep your gaping holes out of this.
We're looking for an astronomical comeback.
Yeah. All right.
Gigantic.
Astronomical is probably a little bigger.
Astronomical is probably the word.
Yeah.
Astronomical comeback.
We'll go with that.
Yeah,
We'll go with
it
that.
worked well, you know. But no, yeah. But I think that's a good lesson anyway. It's just that perspective is always the key anyway to anything. Like you said, when you're sick but you go have sex, it's perspective on it. Like, I'm fucking down. You know what I mean? I can do it. And then there's other aspects where people you're kind of like, I don't really want to. I don't feel good. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do it.
It's perspective.
But it's perspective.
Like when you want your friend to spit for some reason.
Can we get a little perspective from the women out there? Can you guys hit us up on our Instagram?
Girls, do you guys, girls hit us up?
I said women, right?
Yeah, but then you said guys.
I'm just saying. Okay.
I didn't hear.
I didn't hear guys. Okay. If you guys can hit us up, does sex revitalize you like it revitalizes us? Because I know they are like going still. They take care of the kids. They take care of everything else. But like, is a little sex like just like a vitamin boost?
It's interesting because I mean,
it's got to be.
And I don't mean because it's a vitamin deposit. I just mean like a boost in energy. Like is it like a shot of energy for you guys?
Like a B12 shot.
Because we're very different people.
Well, see, I think
it's vitamin D.
That vitamin D give you life.
But girls could get sex when the fuck they want for the most part, right? Like, how many times your chick's like, hey, you know, I want to get it in, and you're like, no, I don't want to. I don't know. Me, man, not too many. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm game. Like you said, you're fucking feeling like you're gonna die. Yeah, okay. I'll just sit here, but you do it. Never mind. I'm in the game. Girls, I think to me, I think from what I've heard, have a little bit of a different perspective. They get it when the fuck they want, and now they're up taking care of fucking kids and doing all this, and they feel like shit.
Well, they need that energy boost for sure.
I mean,
he's like, they need it.
Perhaps, you know what I mean. So, but you know, I'd like to get somebody to weigh in on that. We should write these down, and we have another girl on here. These are the questions that we should fucking. Hey, so we have a whole page of shit we want to talk to you about.
Put a pin in that.
Write down
put a pin in that, will you?
We're just dumb guys, and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, so we're curious.
Yeah, we're asking these questions so we can learn. But 2021, I think is the year.
Let me say this: the Lakers won the championship this year already. Dodgers are in the fucking World Series.
Yep.
So. You know, things are going good. There's a lot of good that's coming of it.
3 Dodger fans here today.
Take it easy.
Hey,
take it easy.
I like how he's talking about like the year in the world.
Yeah.
He names one city.
Well, LA is the universe.
That's my perspective on shit. Like, what do I give a fuck about what Milwaukee's doing? You know,
or Florida. Yeah. Who knows what they're doing down there?
Oh, they're just passing COVID around.
In the World Series, dude. Is that where they're at?
It is a Tampa Bay, who is a Florida team.
That's okay. I'm like, that's a little I know. I was like,
but they're playing in Texas.
I was like, wait a minute. Is the Rays? Are they from there? Fuck, I don't even know.
Yeah, but they have no fan base. They got like 40 fans in the stands,
and they're all in their home 75, 80.
Yeah, Florida's fucking retired people, man. Yeah, it adds up.
With Tampa Bay for sure. I think the demographics.
Yeah, but 2021. I think could be the year. We're learning a lot.
It's gonna 2021 is a major comeback, astronomical comeback.
Do you think this shit's gonna be over by then?
I don't think it'll be over. I hope it's better managed.
Do you remember in the beginning of this, they were like, okay, maybe 3-4 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if shit's bad, we're going on a damn near a year,
no,
dude.
I think they knew that it wasn't 3-4 weeks. I think they couldn't tell the world or the country and say
other places,
you're gonna be locked down for 3 months.
Other countries are good. Yeah, they don't have any fucking cases
because they locked them down
because they do the shit they're supposed to do. We're American. We're entitled to shit. Yeah,
I saw a report that said like Taiwan has been COVID free since April.
Yeah, dude. We're just assholes. Like I want to go to.
They've had no positive cases.
I need to go to the gym, and we need sports.
Well, you know, it's like what they did. They shut it down. They shut down everything.
Like mandatory quarantines from all incoming.
Major shutdown. Like us, we locked down, but. Yeah, you could go to the grocery store. Yeah, if you're essential, you go to work. Like you said, lockdowns.
How do you shut down? How do you be like, well, you can't go to the grocery store? And in our society,
well, that's the thing.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
In America, you can't. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. We're just solely dependent on being able to do those kind of things.
And that's why we are the way we are.
People need medications and shit. You got to go to the pharmacy. You got to be able to do those kind of things.
Just look at it. Back to what we were saying, the capitalism. What thrived in this time?
Amazon shot up.
Amazon fucking blew up, dude. When we were going through this, they were hiring thousands and thousands of workers.
Yeah,
because this was their bread and butter right here. You can't go nowhere.
Well, there's a lot of things that I think really. I mean, like Grubhub and all like the food delivery.
Uber's on a commercial. Prop 22.
Yeah, dude.
I need flexible hours and benefits.
Yeah, and they probably should. You know, I mean,
but remember what Uber Eats was before, and even Uber, it was a luxury. You just happened to fall into a certain job. Like it was convenient.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
Please go ahead.
I'm just gonna say just a little sidebar. Uber Eats is ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like I'm not about to pay $60
for fucking like $12 fucking meal.
One time, me and my wife were like, "Fuck, we want." It was a Sunday. We want Jersey Mike's. We were both lazy, don't want to get up and go. I'm like, let me see. I'm gonna order something online. I'm looking and it's like obviously the sandwiches are a little bit more. And it's like, okay, whatever. The sandwich usually costs $12. Oh, it's $15. Okay, fuck it, I'll pay it. $15 to check out, add the chips. Next thing I know, it's like $55. What the fuck? Dude. I'll just drive over there.
Yeah,
I'll pay myself the $55.
Anthony will risk his life.
I'm like, but you know the fucked up thing is how much of that is actually going to the driver?
Yeah,
probably a very small portion of that.
Small portion.
And so that's what I'm like. Well, and then they're like, we'll tip them, and it starts off at like 20%. I'm like, it's $55, dude. No, all right, I'll give you $3.
And then it tells you could tip them before or after. I'm like, I'll tip them after so that they don't feel slighted by my tip, and then like touch their fucking balls and then touch my food. You know?
Well, I mean, yeah. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna tip you before the service, dude.
Yeah.
Like that. What world are we living in? Like, you know, like I'm down to tip. I'll tip well, but come on. Yeah. You got to do the service first. What the fuck I look like?
And I think I've always been a good tipper. Like my wife's always like, "Damn, you tip really well." I'm like, I mean, if they got good service, you tip them.
Let me ask you this: you go out to a place, you go out with, let's say, you take your team, so you're the guy. You know what I mean? Your bill runs up; it's about $500. What are you tipping on a $500 tab?
What kind of outing is it? Is it a planned outing?
Is it on the company?
Is it on the company?
No, it's not on. No, it's out of your pocket.
I can support tips on the company.
So I imagine Anthony's like, well, I wouldn't take him. That's what the fuck we talking about, dude.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Well, my dime? Hell no, dude. Good luck, motherfuckers. One drink, get the fuck out.
I'm buying one round, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I think good service warrants comparable to what you would normally tip. So, so if you're a 20% tipper, I think if you run it up, like the time we went to Eureka, we got great service. That number sticks in my head, 20%.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm standard 16%. Standard off the bat.
Okay.
Right. To James's point, if it's really great service, if the server's, you know, personable, they're there constantly coming back, checking on you. I like he said, I make a note of that. And then it goes up from there.
Right. This is a
it goes up from there. Yeah.
Thing.
It goes up from there. But if you were shitty, that 16% is going down. It don't matter.
No, I'm with you.
And I always tip regardless of how bad it is. I never had such a bad service that I don't tip. But I mean, I'm not going to tip you 16% if you're shitty. You know what I mean? So it's going to go down maybe to 10%, 11.
I asked that question because
10's usually minimum for me.
I took some people out.
Yeah, yep.
I personally did that, and then the bill came, and I was like, holy shit, it's about fucking $5.50 something. You know what I mean?
Money bags.
And like two things. Number one, so I'll tell you what I tip, but first I want to ask, do you guys pull your fucking calculators out? Like, what's 16% of this?
No. I typically just double the tax and then add to that.
Okay, well, I mean, because that's an accurate means of doing so, right? It's 8% tax, somewhere around in that ballpark. So that's 16. So you're just like, we'll throw a few more bucks on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tipped like $120 on that.
But you're a mathematician.
Yeah, and so mine was about fucking probably less than.
So on a $500 tab, you tipped 100.
120.
Okay, so that's over 20%.
That's way over 20%.
Yeah. And now I just felt obligated, and to be fair, the service was fucking awesome. And I was like, okay, this is at El Pescador.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody damn near ran me over in the parking lot that evening. I was like, fuck, take it easy, dude.
Take it easy.
But I thought, like the bill came and I thought, okay, fuck. I don't get bills like this all the time. What do you tip on something? Do I tip the fucking, here's $40? You know what I mean? Leave me alone. But I was like, nah.
You know, I always, one place I do, or not to that degree of a bill, but for me, I always struggle with like when I go get to the bar, right? If I get a drink, if I get a mixed drink, something you got to work to do, that's harder than you popping open a fucking beer bottle for me, right?
Right.
If you pop open a beer bottle for me,
whatever.
What are you really doing?
$1 or $2.
Yeah. Right?
I tip on that.
Yeah, no, I tip on it. I'm just saying, like, I tip more on you making me an old fashioned.
No,
I tip more on you making a drink for my wife when I order it. But if I'm asking, I'm getting a beer, and you pop the tap, you pop it. Oh, okay, maybe $1.
I still tip. Well, the beer's usually, let's just say $5.
Yeah.
For a beer.
Right.
You pop the beer, I'll give you $1.
Yeah.
So that's about 20%.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
So.
But what I'm saying is, I'll tip more to a bartender who's having to do some work.
Doing a little more effort.
Yeah.
Now, I would say, man, so for me...
But it's not just about popping the beer top. It's about how they responded to me.
And that's what
how they were keeping me. How they were asking me. How they were watching when I was ready.
Yeah.
All that goes into the tip.
Yeah. Well, so for me...
so it's not just
when I first get to a bar, especially if I'm at a crowded bar, right? The first tip I'm going to give... I want to give you a little bit of that wow factor. I want you to be like, hey, this guy walked through this fucking bar again. Let me grab that motherfucker, okay? So let's say I bought 2 beers. $12, whatever. I'm tipping you, hey, here's $15 though. No, there's $15. Now, I'm not obligated to tip you any more tonight, you know what I mean, if I'm just getting beers. However, I'm expecting you to see me. So there's a little bit of a trust system, because I'm expecting you to see me and be like, hey, that motherfucker gave me $15 already. More times than not, it works out that way. Because the one thing I hate is being at a fucking place and I'm standing in line waiting for a fucking beer. Like the company fucking party that we were at. Fucking,
there was no one in there?
Like an hour fucking wait for a beer. And I'm like, well, I want 4 now. You know what I mean? Like, God damn it, dude. Shit like that, it's what a waste of everyone's time. So I try to avoid that. So that's my mentality there. Now, after that, if your service was shit, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But I've actually watched videos about like, hey, man, if you want to get... If you want good service, you got to provide a good tip up front.
Well, the whole idea behind Men and Means too is when you go out, you make it worthwhile. You take care of the people that take care of you. You got good things. You set the bartender up with that initial tip.
Right.
I do that too because it really helps stand out.
Yeah.
And they remember you and they take care of you generally. Right. Like you said, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
They can be like, oh. Thank you.
But see, the gamble it's on both ends, because now if you don't, I ain't giving you shit for the rest of the night. I've already given you 15. I don't owe you a fucking thing.
And next time.
Yeah.
Next time I'm not giving you a damn
next time I'll wait. I'll take homegirl over there. You know what I mean? You can fuck
up. I'll still wait for you. But when you come give me my beer, there's no tip for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I salute you.
Yeah, dude.
But I do want to say this before we move on. With the whole COVID and all this bullshit, right? We're looking forward to 2021 being a better year. And I think generally we do that every year. Every year, hey, it's new year, new me. It's going to be a great year. I'm gearing up for my best year ever. Cool. And I've always been like, fuck you. Like your year is your life is your life is your life every fucking year.
Every day.
And I know people who live the same year after year. So most people aren't making those differences year to year.
Right.
But I will say this. For everybody who's sitting there right now and they're having a tough year, like, I want you guys to ask yourselves, how good was your life before this shit popped off?
Right.
Because I would imagine for a lot of people that I know, and even myself, sometimes life is not great. My whole life hasn't been great. Hasn't been great years. I've had good years. I've had bad years.
I've had good days, bad days.
I've had really fast years. I've had really great years. But let's just get over the fact that life is not meant to be perfect. Life is meant, and that's why I'm saying I celebrate when people can challenge themselves and get over shit. So I just want to throw it out there. Like let's not try to get back to perfection. Let's not look for the greatest year ever. But just understand that your life hasn't always been that.
Well, and I think to your point, don't look for a fucking handout next year. Don't look and think, well, life will be given back to me. Or no, take the fucking reins. Take the bull by the horns, if you would. Get up, make something of it of your own. Like this year has afforded many different opportunities, depending on, again, perspective and how you chose to see it. What are you gonna do with that? if you wanted to, if you had this goal this whole time, like, man, you know, like I want to do some classes online, but fuck, what a great time. You didn't have to go to work. If you want to learn how to paint, fucking, you could have done so. You know what I mean? You could have done things. Here we are. We fucking started doing a podcast and continue doing a podcast.
Stuck with it.
You know, which is there's something in itself. But it was an opportunity for Anthony to sit there and say, hey, you know what? Here's a obstacle in front of me. I'm gonna fucking hurdle right over it. There you go. So it's all about what you look and how you view what a good year is. I think, you know what I mean. That's my take on it. Look at me. I'm over here smoking fucking cigars now, dude. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I took up smoking cigars.
But that was a good question though, because you were like, what if everything was good? Yeah. You know, what if everything was good in 2021?
Well, right, and I totally understand what you mean. Like, what the world's just a different place, right? Yeah. You know, so there's a lot of bad.
See, to me, it's like what you were saying. Just like, oh, do you think you're just gonna get back what you're getting? Well, get back what you think you were owed, right? Like, no, like, you got to get out there. You need to start doing the right shit. Right. You need to start doing that, and then get back to where you were. But if you expect to just get back to where we were, you're not really doing anything. Yeah,
right. You're just back to James's point. You're just back to the same old shit where it's up to you again anyway, and it always is. It's always up to you.
And it's funny. I forgot which one of you said the new year, new me. Like, that's every fucking year.
Yeah.
And this is like, I want to hear if you guys are gonna do that this year. Is it new year, new me again? Is it? You know, or I'm gonna push to be better.
If you said that going into 2020,
yeah, everybody did,
right? And but then this happened. You're like, oh, I can't. No, you just, it was just the first excuse that was presented.
Remember, I was more cynical at this New Year's because I just felt like everybody was full of shit, and it's funny because this is the worst year in most people's lives.
But I see people going. Look at you, James. You're fucking working out more than ever. A lot of people I know go to. Maybe you're not going to the gym, but they're finding other means of doing something that they wanted to do. And I think, man, if you look at anyone great ever over time, they persevered through the shit that they had to deal with. And if you're not going to do that, then every year, to your point, every year is going to be the same shit anyway. It's just going to be another day.
Well, we all know people like that every year is the same shit.
Well, I know, just for James as an example, I know he had goals this year. I know some of those goals, you know, working out, like you said, they shut down the gym. He didn't just stop and say, hey, I'm just gonna be me. No, he went out and bought himself a fucking,
you know what he did? He said he
set up a gym. Yeah,
I'm not doing these things, so money I would have spent on that, well, let me repurpose that and let me do some shit.
And to that, like, for me, I got back into now working out again, trying to do that. I'm trying to set up my gym like my friend here. I don't have the space for it, so that's on pause. But I'm still trying my own way, right?
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
And I'm using this time to do that,
well, you know,
amongst other things. But
this is a good point to bring up the little challenge that we talked about a while ago, which I have no clue what's even going on because I just said fuck it, I'm done.
He fell off completely.
Yeah, James, you know what, dude? You have a way of just do you want to compete? Well, I'm gonna crush your fucking soul, right? And then that's it.
No, that's not what it was.
Like day 3, this man was at like fucking 30,000 fucking calories
first
burned.
And foremost, that's not what it was, and it's still a race, my friend.
I was in 3rd place last week.
Yeah,
I actually hit first place for a second.
I'm very curious on what happened there. I'm very curious. I heard your heart rate thing went down and things happened.
I took advantage of that.
As you should. You should.
So just a little context for everybody again. We did start a fitness challenge where calories equaled points and weight loss equaled points. And yeah, to Ken's point, I'm competitive.
Yeah.
I don't get a chance often to be competitive, but I was competitive, so I kind of came out the gate strong. My heart monitor did die.
This is how hard this man was going.
So there was about
the monitor died.
What the fuck is this, dude?
There was about 3 or 4 days where like the battery was so low it wasn't calculating my heart rate properly. So that's what I posted, and it was way under what I was performing. So
the monitor was like, I just want sex as my last.
Can we just have sex?
No, just put me on and go inside.
Get on top. Get on top.
But Anthony did have the lead. David has had the lead.
Yeah.
There's been a couple lead changes. There's been about 5 or 6 lead changes in the past 3 weeks, and
it's basically a 3-man race.
I just want to say this for everybody who's in the
other 3 just fucking.
Everybody who's in the competition, I will just say this: I expected a lot more. even if you weren't gonna fucking be number one, I expected numbers to go.
Put some numbers up.
And it goes for me. I posted 2 days, and then you know what, dude? And I'll be honest with you guys. And this is no bullshit here. I don't mean to make an excuse. It's no means to cop out. But I'm not the guy that has the time available, man. I'm a very busy man. And that's usually me going to breweries and shit like that.
Listen,
it's all about making time, right?
That's all about making time.
Yeah, no, and I understand. I commend you guys.
If I could jump in and do a quick 20-minute workout, I take my time.
But then again, when I did my fucking quick 20-minute walk, I got all kind of shit.
We gave you credit for that. We gave you credit for that. Yeah. But I just want to make to everybody, to all the people in the challenge, when you listen to this podcast, just know I am extremely disappointed in everybody.
Yeah, we're talking to you, Lewis.
All right,
Lewis. I drank 3 bottles of water. Matt. I had 3 bottles of water today.
Lewis, I don't want to see any post of water drinking and shit like that.
Get the fuck up and do it.
Move around.
I'm talking shit like I do.
Extremely disappointed, but there's still time. So jump back on it.
Yeah, there's 4 weeks?
4 weeks left.
Well, you know what, guys? I concede my $50 to whoever wins. You know what I mean?
It's a race still.
Yeah, well, I've already made my mind up on how that's going to go. So, yeah.
If I could, close.
I'd take a side bet. I'll take a side bet on these motherfuckers right now. I'd say James is going to win.
You know, you want to know something? James's heart monitor went down, right? And he wasn't posting such strong workouts because I wasn't reading it. I took first place. David took first place. And I told David, I said, this motherfucker's going to come back stronger than ever.
Oh, come on.
And sure enough, very next workout, once he gave it some sex, it fucking came back to life. He burned it. He posted a 1,000 something calorie workout. I'm like, you some bitch.
I'm sure he did. That's what and I respect that from James. I would expect nothing less from James. And you know, but that again, here's 2020. His shit goes down. Oh no, he didn't say, oh fuck, I quit. Nah, man, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna come back harder than ever. And then there you go.
Well, so for everybody out there, 2021 we're hoping is better, but everything is a grind, just like it was in 2019. Everything is a grind. Nothing has ever been. Listen up closely. Nothing has ever been handed to you. Nothing has ever been handed to us.
So don't expect it now.
Don't expect it now. Like just because you're coming out of the worst year in history for you, it was never handed to you in the first place.
If there's anybody that this was a bad year for, it should be me. This is the world I live in was like, I'm going out every fucking chance I get.
Even Ken had a good year.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, I actually really
this motherfucker found speakeasies and shit. He had no idea.
Yeah, like it was like, look at this exclusive club I'm in.
Passwords and special knocks and shit.
I was like, man,
it was a good year for Ken too.
There's a culture out there that I could really fuck with. So you know, shit really worked out. But again, you got to find your own lane. You know what I mean? Find your lane, what you do, how you do it. And look, and if I wasn't who I was, a large aspect of this probably wouldn't be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, man, you know what? I couldn't be happier that we have whiskey time. And let me ask you guys this. Like, if I go to a bar tomorrow, I look at their selection, I think, oh, wow, you guys suck. Okay, what the fuck is this? What do you have here? Fucking Jack Daniels and
Jack Daniels on the top shelf?
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? This place is shit. But why? Because of what we do. And so it's like, we started it and said, hey, we're men and means. You know, like that was the mind state. But I think like, doing it, we're actually becoming men of fucking means. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, look at this. Look at me over here. I'll be like, man, let's go to a cigar lounge and just chill and smoke and drink some fucking whiskey, dude. Hanging out with these rich ass fucking people. Yeah. And then talking shit to them. Like, oh, you don't even know what you're drinking, do you? You know, I had somebody that much better off than me, genetically is in a position to be, you know, higher up than me, if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah.
And then told me like, oh no, Scotch doesn't mean it comes from Scotland. And I was like, you are wrong, my good sir. Okay, because it absolutely fucking does. And that was just what a blast to do that. You know what I mean? So just shit like that, man. But again, it's all about perspective and what you do with it. It's every day, anything you do. And then once you hit that obstacle, fucking run right through that motherfucker. Don't be like Zeke and fumble twice. You know what I mean? I have to talk a little cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm embarrassed for them.
Hey, I got a chance to be in second place in the division, and that's because coming behind the Chiefs. And Broncos are fucking rolling. Son.
Are they? I haven't paid attention.
Yeah, our division is just trash, son. We fucking 2 wins, and I'm like, oh man, we might do something.
You guys ain't going nowhere.
Oh well, we'll be right with you, buddy. You know what I mean?
We're trash. But no, yeah. Just to kind of wrap this topic up, just let's hope for the best on 2021.
Well, right.
But you hope for the best and make it the best. Like, do what you got to do to make it the best.
Like James's point, there's been a lot of fucked up things that happen. People have died. People have been really sick, and that's always fucked up. Yep. You know what I mean? Let's take nothing away from that. That's definitely a tragedy. However, man, in death comes an opportunity for those that were around that, and obviously if you died, that ship has set sail. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to make fun of it, but I just mean like in a sincere note.
Yeah.
For those of you around, I mean, like if let's just say, like I said, I'll come back to it all the time. When Willie was here, Willie said, "You don't want to be the guy sitting there in like the nursing home looking out the window, like fuck, I wonder what it could have been like." You know what I mean? We had to talk about that because they shoot your shot. Fuck it, shoot your shot. What do you got to lose? Who gives a fuck? And the question after that, and I asked myself, I said, man, in a year from now, does this fuck you up? If it doesn't, then what the fuck are you even thinking so much about it for? Just do it. If in a year from now it means nothing, if the answer was no, then take that and move on. You know what I mean? Fuck it. But it's better to know than not to know.
Yep.
And I shot my shot, and I told James, and James's answer was, what was your answer, James?
Timing is everything.
No, prior to that, before that, your answer was, well, now we know.
Well, now we know.
And that's
how
it.
Life goes.
And that literally, I was like, yeah, no, you're right. And now we fucking know. Let's get on with it. You know what I mean?
So
what are you guys gonna be for Halloween?
Nothing.
I'm gonna be Tommy Shelby.
I actually
be Superman.
You're Thor.
Like this year, I was actually hoping to dress up with like what my son is.
Gonna be Luigi.
Woody. My son's not Woody.
What's your son?
Actually, my son might be Woody this year. Yeah.
I just like Toy Story.
Well, we're gonna recycle the same
what's it gonna be?
Costumes from last year.
Be?
I think he was Woody last year.
I think he was Woody.
Yeah,
I think he was. So that's why I said that.
Yeah, but no, we're just gonna dress them up. I don't think we're doing anything.
I think you should be Luigi.
No, I'm good. Isn't that like the gay Super Mario brother?
I have no.
You know what? There was a theory that they were.
Is this a theory or fan fiction?
Theory.
Because I'm heavy into fan fiction.
No, theory. There was going around.
Guys, be on the lookout for my fan fiction.
Mario
blog.
And Luigi were gay, but it turns out that they're brothers.
I thought it was Bert and Ernie were gay.
Yeah, Bert and Ernie
are gay. Yeah, right.
But I think one or the other had to be Luigi for sure. Place for the other team.
I mean, yeah, you would think it's Luigi.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
It has to be Luigi. It's not Mario.
Mario's
trying to save the princess the whole time.
Yeah. Well, Mario's girlfend is that's his girlfriend. That's
He's literally trying to get in the castle and like, hey, I'll fight everybody here, man. I gotta get it in. I gotta get it in, son. You know what I mean? Luigi's back here fucking around. I got shit to do.
Luigi's the second player. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Riding Yoshi around and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dude, fuck off, son.
I don't think I would ever be Luigi. Like, why would you be Luigi? Be Mario. Why would you be Luigi?
That's a funny thing to me.
Don't ever be Luigi.
Don't ever be Luigi.
Don't ever be. I'm not gonna dress up this year. I hate Halloween. Like, to me, I'm not into it.
I'm not into it.
As far as dressing up, obviously I want my daughter to dress up.
When was the last time you dressed up?
Oh man, 2013.
Dude, mine's like 2003.
Yeah, well, I think I was like 2006.
Well, whenever you're in a relationship, a lot of times you go into a party, you got to dress up.
Well, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, but no, lies. It wasn't 2006. It was 2013.
You were Buzz.
I went to a Halloween.
Motherfucker, you were Buzz.
When was that Buzz, bro?
Let's all jump in. You were Buzz.
When was that Buzz?
2019.
Last
14?
year, dude.
13?
Buzz.
Bro, go back to your Facebook.
Hey, Erica, we need answers. When was the last time?
It was
the last time. I know. The last time that I actually dressed up was with Erica. We went to a Halloween party.
You were Buzz.
No, I was like a fucking zookeeper or whatever the fuck it was.
No, but
I had binoculars and shit. No, I wasn't Buzz.
Were you never Buzz?
I was never Buzz, bro. I don't know who you're talking about. It ain't me, though.
I could have swore to God
it ain't me, though.
I'd love to see the zookeeper.
I'm gonna find your MySpace.
You know what? I was Buzz. You're right.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was.
Hey,
I was. But that was before Erica.
Okay.
So like I said, the last time was with Erica.
Okay, but don't act like you weren't buzzed.
No, I forgot about that. I was buzzed. Yeah.
I'd say when I was married, man.
You were married?
Yeah, believe it or not, man. Get out of here, bro. But no, she went as Nicki Minaj one year. She was like, "You need to be Drake," and I was like, "What do you want me to do?" You know what I mean? I'm light skinned. What the fuck more do you want?
Can't get a beard.
And no, that's just what she was like.
He didn't have a beard back then.
She was like, "We're gonna fucking brush like some. I don't know what she put, but like a shadow."
But he had a shadow.
Huh. Yeah, that's what she did, and that was my dress up. Like I wore regular clothes, and she put this little shit, and I was like, "Yeah, Drizzy baby."
Doing Drake Kings.
Back then there was no OVO. It was Young Money.
Yeah, it was definitely Young Money. You know what I mean? And that was the last time.
Man.
Isn't that fucked up that you always get pulled into some couples costume?
Like, what the fuck, dude?
You're like, fuck.
I've dated chicks and I was like, oh my god, can we be this year? And I'm like,
if Erica wanted to dress up as something, I'll dress up with her.
I respect it though. I do.
I want to be a Spartan soldier.
If I had kids and they wanted to do it, I'd be like, I'm fucking down. Yeah. I don't have them, so I don't do it. It's like I can see my niece being like, Uncle Cam, can you?
And you do it.
And talk to your fucking mom.
You
tell
do
her
it.
to dress up.
If she came to you and said, "Hey, I want to dress up with me,"
no, you're right.
Would do it.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, yeah, fuck it. I'd show up like,
I'm Drake, baby.
You know what's funny? It's like my niece calls me or my sister calls me and she'll be like, Santa's on the phone. You know what I mean? My niece is fucking up. She'll be like, Santa's on the phone, and immediately I got to jump into character. And a lot of times,
jump into character right now.
Ho, 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 ho. You know what I mean?
That was a terrible ho ho ho.
Hey, dude, it fucking works, dude. No, typically I'm like a little buzzed too. And I'm
what's the second line though?
Are you?
Merry Christmas.
The first line's easy. What's the second line?
Ho, Merry Christmas.
You being a good girl this year, you know what I mean, like and shit like that, you know, and then she'll be like, yeah, and then I'm like,
he pulls bells out of his pocket.
Yeah, dude,
you hear the reindeer?
I have the fucking app on my phone and shit, dude. You know what I mean? But no, you know, and I run that with her. But it's always like, and like my sister's calling, so I'm like, yo, what up? And I'm like, oh shit, you know, I gotta jump right into it. And but so you know, to answer your question, basically is I think I probably would. You know what I mean? It's like Let me bring something up. So my no, fuck this, because this shit pissed me off. Okay, and I'll be honest with you, my niece has a birthday, so I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, let me get you a gift. I go out, I buy her a Nintendo fucking Switch. Okay, this shit's like $300 fucking dollars.
Like a boss.
And I'm thinking, and like I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, in my mind, like you know, like this will be a fun thing. She's 5 years old. I'm like, hey, this is a good thing to kind of. I want to have something I could come over and be like, yeah, let's get into this. Now she's like, I got Polly Pocket. Let's play Dollhouse. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking lame. You know what I mean? Whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy you a Switch. I'm fucking down. I buy it. I give it to her. I literally hand it to her. She goes, yeah, and what else? And I was like, huh. What?
Hey, girls are tough.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, what?
You're gonna learn.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this. To this day, my daughter's like,
say it like
I went to go hang out with my daughter in her room yesterday. She was like, well, why don't you go? You can put whatever you want on TV. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, you could play Call of Duty. I'm like, no, I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm eating my food while I was eating. She's like, no, but you can go do what you got to do. And I'm like, fuck.
She don't want me here.
It's tough for girls to get into shit you like. So, who do you think helped me hang these fucking shelves?
Oh yeah, okay. I like that.
I made her. I'm like, hey, give me the leveler.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking thing. This is called an anchor. Let's do this shit. And we had a great time doing that. But that has been the first time. She's 7 years old. Mm-hmm. The first time we've ever like done shit like because you always do things for your daughter,
like you do it or for a girl, do, right?
But yeah, like you give her a Switch, but you think like, oh, we're gonna play Switch together. Mm-hmm. No, girls choose. It's like that shit starts young.
Yeah,
like they choose what you're gonna do, and you want to play Polly Pocket. And for me, I cannot like my imagination is gone. Like I used to be a little kid playing with like the little remember the little Kool-Aid little
the tops?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And look like little bat.
Yeah.
Bat fucking.
Batman sign?
Batman, no, not the sign, but you'd make it like his fucking like little glider.
Yeah.
That Joker
shot
down.
The little plane, yeah.
Yeah. I used to fucking play like, right? That's gone. Like I don't have that no more.
No, yeah.
So like the Barbies and the Polly Pockets and the fucking all these little toys, like, and then she's telling me what to do. I'm like, I can't do it. Like you're telling me what to say. Like I fucking get out of here.
My niece is like, yo, let's play with Barbie Dream House. And I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go in there. You know. She's like, okay, well, you need to be her. And I'm like, all right, you know. She's like, well, no, you need to come up here. Go in the elevator and come up here. And we're done. I'm just like, in the real world, you know what I mean? Y'all can't even kick it like this. It's 6 feet, motherfucker. Like, you have a horse in the house. What kind of shit is this? Okay,
this shit ain't realistic.
This ain't how it works. So I'm all like, I'm annoyed. Like, no, I need you to be realistic.
You got a table with no chairs. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Fuck is this? Why you got a pool over here? You know what I mean? And everyone's just in there. Why we're not in there? You know? She's just like, shut up, dude. Like, get with the fucking program.
Now my daughter tells me what to say. I'm like,
yeah, same.
Don't tell me what.
Like, I'll say something, and no, that's not what she would do. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know?
Okay? See, Anthony's got to gear up. Look at him. Look at him nervous.
Yeah.
Italia's gonna have that.
How old is she now?
She's gonna be 2.
Okay, so
she's gonna be 2. No, she's not there yet, but that girl's got an attitude. That
girl. I'm just telling you right now. That girl, she's got the world.
Yeah.
She's got the world in her sights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She is fearless.
Yeah.
She is fearless.
You could just tell she's got like this woman, not even woman. I'm just saying, like, you could just tell with her, she's girly.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I already know that she's gonna be a handful.
Oh, she's the boss.
Yeah.
She's the boss.
Yeah.
She's the boss. Yeah. She tells me what to do. She tells her brother what to do. I'm not looking forward to those.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like another woman in your house.
Yeah. But I'm excited.
He's trying to find Nintendo Switch. He sounds excited.
It'll be a blast. Yeah.
He's out there at a press conference. Well, I'm excited for the opportunity.
Yeah. Just trust the process.
You trust the process. You know, it's a team thing, and we're just really trying to be out there, be a team with it.
Yeah, for real.
You know, it's just because
sounds like a college quarterback.
She's not like my son. My son, you know, he'll kind of do what you want to do. Like, hey, let's go do over here. Her, no. Like she literally she sits in my like right now I live with my mom. She'll go into my mom's room. She's like, turn on the TV for me. Turns it on. She tells you what she wants, and she'll just sit there. And then if you come, don't bother me. She's like, no, get out of here. Like already now, she's like, get out of here. Don't sit with me. Don't lay with me. I don't want you here. Yeah. And then if I need her to like go to the kitchen or something so she could eat, you know what I do?
If I need her to go to the kitchen.
Yeah, like because she likes to eat, bro. She likes to eat. She
way
likes,
you put it.
She
funny.
Yeah.
If I need her to do something.
I need her to eat something.
Yeah. No, but the way to get her out of the room, I open the freezer. And I kind of shake the ice. No. For some reason.
No, you know what fucked up? I did that to my dog, bro.
Yeah. No.
You shake the ice so she can hear you?
No, because she loves to get the ice and put it in the cups. So
she's like, oh.
So you pop the freezer.
So she'll hear it. She'll hear it. Like in the mornings when we're like, I'm putting it in my cup. She comes around that corner. She's like cutting it. I'm like, there she comes. And it's the funniest thing to see. Because she's just like, running over here and it's cool, but
I think all that's beautiful, man.
She's a cutie too, man.
Yeah.
Erica posts pictures and shit, and then you repost them because you're not the Instagram guy.
No, I'm not the Instagram guy.
She's a cutie.
Can't blame you there.
She's a cutie for sure.
I just repost.
She's like too cute. You know she's gonna get away with murder.
Oh yeah,
I already know. I seen her.
I know. She's
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck it. So that's what I'm saying. Erica's gonna have to be the one to be like, nah.
But Erica,
shut it down.
But Erica's perfect for that shit.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like she'll fucking
Erica's
hell no.
perfect for that shit.
Yeah, she's gonna be like for sure like, Dad, come on.
I need this. Yeah, it's only $300.
He's like, and Anthony too is the guy like, God fucking damn it, like fucking $300. Like, but I gotta do it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
so it'll be fun. I'm waiting for that stage where
I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Anthony, so like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
but you know what's funny? When Anthony had Bronx, I was like, all right, he can handle a boy.
Yeah,
but I told him, I was like, but you need a girl. I was like, because in your like his personality, he needs that girl to like help, like just show him that.
Yeah,
and I think she's living up to that.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah. You got that for
it's
sure.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
She's like, I want ice cream. I'm like, okay, we'll share. I'll bite. You bite.
Yeah.
She's like, nah. Give it to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Okay, here.
Yeah, I guess I'll get my own.
Then Erica gets mad at me. Yeah, I'm like, I guess I'll get my own. And then she only eats like half of it, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll eat that one too.
Because you know what's coming already. It's like the Capri Sun thing. Oh, you're not gonna eat it? Fuck it. I guess Dad'll take care of it.
It's a Capri Sun debacle.
Yeah, every time. And then Erica's like, you gave her own ice cream? I'm like, yeah, she wanted it.
Yeah.
She's like, why? Why the fuck would you give her the ice cream? I'm like, well, she wanted it. She's like, look at the mess she made. I'm like, I'll eat it.
Yeah. Don't worry, babe. I got it.
It's done.
I'll knock this out. Yeah.
I love my baby girl.
Like, it's not even my kid. It's my niece. And I'm like, she's not even there. And I'm like, oh, I got to get her something fucking awesome. But then she's just like,
what else?
Fuck is this, dude? Okay,
come on.
Your gift sucks. But I'm like, in like 2 years, she'll be like, this shit's dope. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm just but I told my sister, I said, listen, don't expect shit for Christmas. Okay, you're done. And then she tells me the other day, she goes, her and her fucking fiance, she was like, yeah, we play it all the time. And I was like, well, this is bullshit. I didn't buy you a fucking gift.
I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
I'll give it back to her in 2 years.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
I'll bring it when I come here.
I'll build a fucking game collection, and then I'm like, here, you can have all of it. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. So that's my take on buying gifts for kids. Just go to fucking get us some. Just fucking don't even care. You know what I mean? Don't fucking put any effort into it.
They'll get to the age where they like it.
Yeah, right. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So every time I go over there now, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to play with your fucking Barbies. We're playing Switch, okay? I bought her Spiral the Dragon. I was like, yeah, I used to like this shit. So I asked the lady in the store. I was like, hey, look, I'm buying a game. It's for a 5-year-old. Like, what would you get? She's like, well, I like to play this. And she tells me like Mario 64. And I'm like, hey, look, lady, you know, I remember this game.
That was my game.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I know this game. And it's for a fucking 5-year-old. Okay. Like, no, when I had it, I was like, I can't beat this shit. All right. My friend let me borrow a Spider-Man. I'm playing this shit. I'm on the first like tutorial level, and I'm like, I can't fucking beat it, dude. Like, I don't.
That's like me and shooting games, man. It just me and shooting games don't mix.
See, I could play shooting games. I can't play sports.
I can't.
I can play shooting games, sports games, but like regular games, you gotta go out.
And then
only one I can play is Grand Theft Auto.
I get anxiety.
He's like a PC game.
I get anxiety. They run on me. I'm run up on me. I'm like, how do I shoot you? How do I shoot you? I can't aim it right. I'm like,
you're that guy. I'm like, keep killing him. It's him again. Yeah,
that's
you're like the homie Matt from work, dude. I played with him
towards
once.
you.
Yeah, I played with him once, and I was like,
you.
At the end, I'm like, you had one kill, dude. Like,
oh,
what
no,
the fuck?
I could get more than one kill. I could get more than one kill.
I'd like to challenge you to that.
Yeah.
It's harder than you think it is.
No,
Am I right?
I believe
it's like holy shit.
If Matt's effort in that game is anything like this
competition, yeah, Matt,
I'm not surprised at all.
I'm very disappointed.
Hey, no, you know what? No, shout out to Matt, man. He went with me. We went hiking, and I know everyone's like, "Oh, this is the easy place," but you know what, man? Matt went with me, and I look over at him, and I'm like, "Man, dude, Matt's about to fucking he's had enough." And for whatever reason,
way to bring him down, right?
Yeah. No. But he keeps going, and I'm like, man, I've never felt like I had so much energy, and I'm fucking running and shit. And I look back, and so I'm like literally like zigzagging fucking in front of him to kind of like, you know, keep him in pace. But he's motivated by it. And after we get done, he tells me, he's like, I want to go with you again because it motivated me to kind of keep fucking going. And like I said, you know, when you look at somebody, you're like,
but you haven't gone since.
And not since, not one. That was literally the last time I went.
See, that's where the responsibility comes in.
Yeah.
Hey, I've asked Matt to go, and he's like, oh, I can't.
Did you ask him to spit as well?
Dude,
in your
you know what's funny to me is that like you can't stop thinking about it.
You know why?
Sure.
He's over there. He's over there like, yeah.
How long you been married?
What are you gonna?
I've been married for about 4 years. Going on 4 years.
So what you said to him was a compliment at this point. Now he's like, hey. I still got it. I still got it. People want me to spin their flashlights. I'm a hot commodity.
I'm what's in right now.
Yeah. It don't matter.
Well.
Man.
Okay, but, let's go ahead and get into our truth now. Let's give people what they want.
Okay, I'm going to jump into mine. And I've said this one before. I'm sorry. You look like you wanted to go, and I do apologize.
I will go after you. It's fine.
But I'm going to do mine. I got out of work and I work in fucking Laverne, okay? And I needed to drive to Rancho Cucamonga. And it took me 2 fucking hours to get there. I hate traffic. I fucking hate traffic. And it makes me hate people.
Traffic. Looking for my chapstick.
Yeah. That's a Ford Maverick. I knew we were going to bring that up. And I'm so happy you did. Shout out to the Booze Most Wanted, son. You know what I mean? But fuck traffic. And people, I fucking can't stand it. You know what the greatest thing of 2020 was? When this shit first happened and there was no fucking traffic. I was like, I got to work in 10 fucking minutes. You know what I mean?
That was great.
And so
odd, but great.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, it felt like is this like 28 days later? Like, where the fuck is everybody at? You know what I mean? But people out there, fuck you. If you don't know how to drive, fuck you. And I mean that with all the sincerity that I have. Fuck you. Get out of the goddamn way. You. Okay? Like, no, seriously. Fuck off. And there's too many people in this fucking state. There's too many people on the road every day. You know, and every day, so another accident, and I'm like, half of my drive is spent on Instagram. How are you crashing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even looking at the fucking road, dude. And then there you go. And then I'm driving, and my fucking phone won't play music, and so I'm like, well, fuck. And I'm just sitting there in the silence, and I'm annoyed, and it makes me tired being in traffic because your brain's not working. You know what I mean? Just move up a little bit.
Mundane.
What do you mean your phone's not playing music?
Apple fucking Music sometimes for whatever reason
or are you talking about your reception on
no sir fuck you. I don't have a Sprint. Okay, dude.
What do you have?
I have T-Mobile.
It's Sprint.
We've already discussed this, and I don't want to hear it.
Connection.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
It's a poor man's Verizon. in other words, it's a poor man's Verizon. I have T-Mobile, but I understand what I got. I understand.
You got to know what you got.
The thing is, I know where my shit drops off.
Yeah.
I know if I'm going to watch YouTube on the way home, I got to load it before I get to campus.
Here's my thing. So I'm frustrated. And then I'm like, you know who else is frustrated all the time? Bill fucking Burr. So I put on some Bill Burr on YouTube, and it's streaming like a fucking gym. And
5G.
And now I'm so even more annoyed. Like, oh, but this will fucking work? You want to keep me in this fucking mad zone? But yeah, that's my truth. If you don't know how to drive, get the fuck off the road, man. Road. You know what I mean? Like, you're ruining everybody's day. And fuck you, okay? And I sincerely mean that. And fuck you, okay?
You piece of shit.
You piece of fucking shit. Okay?
Fuck you.
Yeah. And that's my truth.
Anthony?
So for my truth, it's a little bit of what we discussed earlier.
Spitting or too far back?
We did discuss that.
I didn't. That was Ken's point.
You wouldn't leave it alone. You were into it.
I was not into it. I thought it was disgusting because you would want a man to spit on your fleshlight. That's weird. To even have a fleshlight, whatever.
Don't shame the fleshlight owners out there, but you could shame the spitting.
Yeah, both, whatever. No, just my truth is, like we were saying, the future is what you make of it, right? You can make it better, you can make it worse. Let's hope for 2021 to be a better year, self-made. Better year, and that's pretty much my truth. I'll keep it short.
My truth is gonna be, man,
no spitting on flashlights.
No spitting. My truth is gonna be this: if this year has taught us anything, it's that we need to be better. As good as we thought we were, we need to be better. We need to work harder. We need to stop looking for the easy road and understand that you got to earn shit back. Like, if anything, 2020 has put you back. You got to gain that ground back. You got to work hard. You got to do what you got to do to survive in this planet. And just know that I hope that everybody feels a little more insignificant. You're not at the center of the universe. You are just part of everything that's going on. And that's it. Like, just be better. Work to be better. So
that's right.
That's my truth.
And with that, peace.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. And
okay, bye.